Okay, put a new battery in. Of course. Good morning, at least good morning where I am. Welcome to Fiber Love Diary. I'm Trish if we haven't met, and if we have met, welcome back. This is the channel where I document my fiber arts journey. So you might see me weave, you might see me sew a little bit. You have seen me sew a little bit. Carding, making bats, dyeing, knitting, spinning. I don't knit on camera very often, but it has happened. Crochet, felting. If it has wool in it, I've probably tried it. I've talked to you guys about this before. I have pretty bad anxiety. I was diagnosed once with generalized anxiety disorder, and so I've always thought, like, I'm just an anxious person. It just comes out of nowhere. And I'm just figuring out over the past couple of years that there is something behind my anxiety whenever it gets really bad and high like this. I don't know. I just figured someone could relate because it's really bad right now. I don't know how to fix the things that are behind it. So of course, because I am a person who likes to pretend it's not happening and mask it, I decided to solve a problem. We have a pool. We've talked about that before. It's out in our backyard, like most of them are, in a fenced-in area. And we have this door, French doors that come into the house from the pool. They were here when we moved here. And I need a rug for there. And it's got to be a rug that will absorb wet feet water when people come in from the pool deck. I am going to weave a rug, and I've been saving stuff for this particular occasion. So you saw me years ago, probably at least 2 years ago, weave a denim rug for a little tiny one for our camper, and it's perfect for in front of the sink in the camper. I love it. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do something kind of similar, but I'm not going to use my rigid head loom this time because I got a new 8 shaft, 10 treadle Harrisville loom right before Christmas, right? John brought it home John brought it home after I left to see my mom when she was in the hospital. So I've been saving some stuff to use for it, just like some rags and things. I'm gonna add denim to it again because I always save jeans that get worn out or whatever. In order to deal with my current anxiety, I am gonna wind a warp. This is our French doors that go out to our pool deck. That's our pool. Can you see it? Yes, right there. This is the door that gets used almost all the time to go in and out of our backyard. We do have one other door, but this one gets used the most. And often at times it's people that need to come in from the pool and they are wet. They want to go to the bathroom or whatever. And so I need a rug for here. I have had one when we first moved. I didn't like it. So I'm going to weave one. And we have a screen door, a retractable screen door on it, and so you open it from the center and it retracts both ways if you want it to. So we open these both French doors a lot in the spring and summer, well, and fall. As long as it's warm enough, we've got them open. I want it to be the whole length of the doors. I need to measure them because I'm not exactly sure. So we're gonna see what is the length of these doors. Oh, I got it caught on the threshold. Okay, they are 70 inches wide. I want it to be fairly narrow, probably between 20 and 24 inches. So that's the goal. The plan is 24 inches wide of a warp, so it will pull itself in a little bit. But I'm gonna warp 24 inches. I'm gonna warp 5 strands per inch. What is that? 96 warp ends. And I've already got my mill out, in case you were wondering what in the world am I standing next to. My mill is out. I guess wish me luck. Let's go get this thing started. Ready? Oh, it's such a mess in here. I'm very sorry. This is my warping mill. I've got to figure out how long of a warp to make and put a new guide on it. And then we're going to wind it right here. I have not warped in a while. So That's a lie. I did warp a while ago, but it was with my new sectional warp beam. I'm not going to use that. I got to wind this warp, and forgive me if I struggle a little because like I said, I haven't done it in a little while. So it's probably going to be a little slow, but it's only 96 strands. You know, from that point of view, it's going to go pretty quickly. It's wound. I'm going to tie it up and we'll take it to the loom. All right, take that off. Take that one off. Something is wrong with the brake. Oh. Probably one of you could help me if you were here. I wound a bobbin of the rug warp I'm going to use for like the selvage basically. If you want to see how I sewed the strips together, it is the same as in the denim rug video, so I'll link it below. I just randomly picked them and sewed them together and filled this shuttle hugely. So, or sorry, this, yeah, shuttle. It's might be too full, but we'll see how it is. And I'm gonna tie on this warp and we're gonna start weaving. I'm actually really excited. I have the first 7 inches of this part, not the selvage, but this rag part woven. So I'm going to mark 7 inches in and mark that I have done 7 inches one time and just keep track that way because I need 70, probably 72. So yeah, I love this a lot more. John even said it looked pretty cool.
And he's so hard to please.
So he's not, but I'm really liking too the colors and the patterns and stuff that I grabbed to put together, and John helped me rip up. Okay, we're done. I thought about it while I was weaving and decided that if anything, if the length isn't perfect, I'd rather have it be just a little bit shorter than the opening to the door than longer. So the original plan was 70 inches of the rug material, and then the selvage would be 4 centimeters on both sides. I have my stuff to weave my selvage right here. And then, look, my bubas. So I'm gonna weave my second selvage, and then what I'll do is take it off the loom and tie knots in the warp to keep it in place, but I'm still gonna hem it. So I'll show all of it. But I am 1 inch shorter, so I actually did 69 inches instead of 70. I just, like I said, I thought about it and I was like, okay, so if it isn't gonna be the perfect amount of shrink back or whatever you wanna call it, how do I wanna do this? Do I wanna make it longer or do I wanna make it shorter? And I decided shorter. So I'm gonna advance this a little bit and weave my second selvage, and then we're gonna take it off the loom. Hi, sweetie. Out. Oh boy, look what I did. What a mess. Okay, we are finished. I must have the scissors up here. I'm completely done weaving. Wait a minute, let me... tuck my end in. And what I'm gonna do is different from what I usually do. I'm gonna cut these 2 at a time and knot them as I go down. So I'm just gonna cut 2 and tie a square knot. So it'll be right over left, and then left over right. And that will be easier than tying it after it's off the loom. Okay, so we're done knotting. This is what it looks like before. I am still gonna hem it. I'm gonna fold it over, and then I think I'm gonna machine, I don't know, maybe I'll hand hem it. We'll see. I'll probably hand hem it on the back. So this is what it's gonna look like on the end. I hope you can see it close, but I will show you when we get done. I love it. Oh my God, I love it. Should we take it off? I guess we might as well, huh? Take the break off. And here is my new rug. Love it. Okay, and now I am going to undo these knots and tie them across just like I did on the other one. All right, we're back, and I've decided not to hand stitch the selvage, the hem down. So I'm going to change the thread on my machine to something closer to this kind of, I don't know, taupey color. the last thing is I want to cut some of these strings down. I don't want to cut them like super short, but I'm going to cut them down. So they're maybe 3/4 of an inch long. If it doesn't work, I will just hand sew it, but I have a feeling it's going to be okay. So I'm going to switch to zigzag, and I'm going to change my width. I'm going to make it wide, and then I'm going to go to 2.5 for the stitch length. So that's like the middle. And I'm going to go right over the edge of this. I'm going to tuck this in a sec. Okay. And see if it works. I can switch to my walking foot if it doesn't, but I just feel like it's going to be okay. My machine can do like anything. Oh wait, I should go the other way though. Okay. I think I'm going to go over it twice. It's going to be a little messier on this side. I don't like that, but hey, what are you going to do? Don't love how it looks really, but I think it's okay. So, all right. So here is our hem. I'm not crazy about how it looks. I probably should have just hand stitched it, but I don't think it's going to be that noticeable when it's on the ground. I really don't. So I got to refill the bobbin and then do the other side, and we'll be back. Here it is. I love it. Now when people come in from the pool, they can step on this instead of tracking water into the house. It's not like people don't think of it, but we have, you know, grandkids and whatever, and we just try to keep it dry. But I'm really happy with it. I think it looks great in the spot it was intended for. And yeah, I'm gonna go put it down. We just need something anti-slip underneath it. I do have a bunch of those rubbery dollar store mesh things for anti-slip on rugs. Maybe I'll just use those. I don't know. Next project is going to be dish towels. That's going to have a kind of like random aspect to the warps. It's going to be warped with my sectional warping beam. That means I've got to switch it out on the new loom. It was a great way to break in the loom. Something pretty quick considering, you know, I mean, it just goes really fast weaving wise, and it went really great. And I will tell you that that loom is pretty awesome. I'm gonna sell the smaller loom. I just feel like I don't have space for both. As it is, we have to put the bigger loom in our living room, which I feel weird about, but I really don't have a place for it in here. I'm not complaining. I am so lucky to have the studio space I do, but also there's a lot crammed into this space. I will see you guys soon. I'll see you Sunday for the live. Everything's pretty calm here at the moment. We are back in the groove pretty much and thinking about spring and summer. Yay! So I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I will see you Sunday, and then next Tuesday I'll be here for a video. I hope you're here too. Thanks. I love you. Bye.